customer stormed back into our bar 90 seconds after leaving and hissed, "You need to cancel that tip, right now." I laughed. Sure, he was joking. He wasn't. His eyes were flat and furious, and he leaned in close enough that I could smell the bourbon he hadn't paid for like a normal person. An hour earlier, this same man had walked in with a woman on his arm, and been the single most charming customer I'd served all year. He'd asked my name, Renata, and used it constantly. "Renata, this is perfect. Renata, you're an absolute professional." He ordered top-shelf everything without a glance at the menu. When I brought their appetizers, he told his date, loud enough for 2 tables, that hospitality was an underrated art form. She was glowing. She kept laughing at his jokes and leaning into him. When the check came, $86, he made a whole performance of it, pulled out a heavy metal card, held it up like a trophy, and wrote a $300 tip while angling the receipt so she could watch every digit. "People who work hard deserve to be seen," he announced, looking at her, not me. She put her hand over her heart and said, "You're one of the good ones." He waved it off. "I just believe in taking care of people." He helped her into her jacket, held the door. I stood there thinking I'd just been tipped a car payment by a genuinely decent human being. 90 seconds later, he was back, alone. "She's waiting in the car," he said. "I told her I was grabbing my scarf. I need you to void that tip." I blinked. "Sir, you left $300. I'm aware of what I left. It was for show. Void it. It's already gone through the terminal." "Then run it again." He stepped closer. "Let me be clear. I'm not paying $300 for you to carry a tray. You poured some drinks, you smiled. That's a job, not a miracle." His voice dropped into something colder. "Void it, or I dispute the entire charge with my bank tonight, and I promise you the phone call I make to your manager will be memorable. You'll lose the whole bill and probably this apron." My face was on fire. Our policy on disputes is brutal. If a customer charges back, the house eats it, and the server answers for it. I hated every part of what I was about to do. "Fine," I said quietly, and I adjusted the tip to 0 while he watched with a little smirk, signed it, and said, "Smart girl, have a good one." On his way out, I stood there shaking, not for the money, for her. That woman thought she'd found someone extraordinary, and she was sitting in his car right now believing it, and the whole thing was a magic trick performed with a busboy's dignity as the prop. I was walking to the back when it hit me. He was parked right out front. She was still there. Cracked window. From the heat, there was still time. I pulled off my apron and walked out the front door into the cold. He had his hand on the driver's door. I called out, bright and clear and loud, "Sir, just following up on your request." He turned. The smile fell off his face. "We've adjusted your tip from $300 down to 0, exactly as you asked inside." I kept walking toward the car, kept my voice carrying. "I just need to confirm the reason for our records. Company policy." His whole face went red. "What are you doing?" he said through his teeth. "Documenting the voided gratuity, sir. You came back in and asked me to cancel the $300 tip you left while your date was watching. You said, and I want to get the wording right." I flipped open my order pad, "that you don't pay that kind of money for someone who pours drinks and smiles. Should I write it that way? Or would you prefer, was only for show?" The passenger door opened. She stood up over the roof of the car. "What is going on?" He spun. "Nothing. She's confused." "I'm not confused," I said, looking right at the woman. "He left a $300 tip in front of you, then came back 30 seconds later and made me delete it. He told me it was all for the performance." I glanced at my pad. "I just need a reason logged. Was it for show, or the other thing you said?" She looked at him. He opened his mouth and nothing came out. His hands were in fists at his sides and he'd gone a shade of purple I've only seen on Beats. She didn't yell. She just picked her purse up off the seat, stepped onto the sidewalk and started walking away down the street. He called her name twice. She didn't turn around. Then, from the bench outside our door, an older woman waiting on a to-go order looked up and said, "Dry as anything." "I recorded the whole thing, honey, in case she wants it." I re-added the tip. His card was still on file. He didn't come back to dispute it.